Hey everyone, today we are going to make window paint out of only things found around our house. So for starters, we'll start off with what you need. You are going to need food coloring, flour, water, dish soap, some measuring utensils, a mixing bowl and a mixing spoon, and a muffin tin. The first step is going to be using your mixing bowl and taking a half a cup of flour and putting it in your mixing bowl. I've already done this experiment once, so you can see that my bowl already has some things in it. Please just ignore that. Once you put the flour in, the next thing you are going to add, that was a half a cup of flour, the next thing you are going to add is some water. You will add about 1/4 cup of water. Once your water is added, please mix up your paint. You want the mixture to feel thick and sticky enough that it won't slide off a window, but not too overly fluffy and not too overly thick. The next thing that you are going to add is about a tablespoon of dish soap. And you will mix that in. That dish soap really allows us to make sure that the paint we are making is going to come off of our window after it's put on. Once you have that nice and mixed, you are going to take that and put it in your muffin tin. If you don't have a muffin tin, that is completely fine. You can use other containers. I just use the muffin tin to divide out my colors. Last step that I have is to add the food coloring. You can use food coloring gel or just regular food coloring if you'd like. Either works just fine. You put about 2 drops of food coloring in each mix. And then you use separate mixing tools to mix in that color. Once you get all that food coloring mixed in, you should have your window paint ready. You'll just need some paint brushes, and if you'd like, you can try to make the stained glass, and if you'd like, you can try to make a stained glass pattern on your window as well by using blue painter's tape or painter's tape and laying out triangle patterns on your window, and then having your child paint in the triangles with the different colors that you made. Then once it dries, or even while it's still a little wet, you can peel off that painter's tape, and then you'll have your stained glass window art. Thanks for joining us today. Our experiment was a little more artsy, and I'd like you to take a moment or two to think about other things that you could use at home to do window paint as well. Some examples might be using acrylic paint. And acrylic paint with water and Dawn dish soap mixed in also works very well and is more ensured to not get stuck on your window. What else could you use? Think about those things. Also, if you get a chance, be sure to share on our Blackhawk County Facebook page the pictures of the beautiful windows you painted with your homemade window paint.